Alright, today guys we're going to be making some tomato sauce with tomatoes fresh from the garden because we have too much. To do this, all you need to do to get the skin off is cut a X in the bottom of the tomatoes, a slotted X, and put it in boiling water for 10 seconds and then put it in ice water. This is blanching them, and then you can easily, the skin will come right off like that. And when you're doing this, make sure to have a slotted spoon to use when you take the tomatoes out of the boiling water. Slice the X in the bottom of the tomato before you put it in the boiling water, then cold water, just like this.
And we'll keep crushing them down. Just take us about an hour.
Chopped up some tomatoes. Got the skin on it. They blanched already. Onions, garlic. Just cutting them up. And they'll go right in the pot for about an hour. Just keep mashing them. Cut up some more. Now we're gonna, does this need any spices, any basil, anything like that? Just gonna put in red pepper flakes and some basil.
And garlic and onions.
Go in here. Now I'll just go get some fresh basil from this plant they had in here. It's out in the patio, but we got some bad thunderstorms and it knocked it down. So I'm going to pick some basil from here. And this will go right into the pot. I'm going to chop up the leaves first.
And you cut up the scissors. Sometimes these are roll it up and cut it in.
Yep, just roll it up and cut it up with scissors.
It's called chiffon.
It's called chiffon. So this is called chiffon. What we're going to do, just roll up the basil. A tight roll like this. And now, just cut it up real tiny. Probably should be, you can roll it this way if you want long strips like this, or you can roll it sideways for better, smaller strips. Just roll it up tight.
A little longer or anything. You'll mash and chop up.
Just roll it up and cut. Right. And right now we're just gonna go. Gonna add some red pepper to the sauce. Give it a little kick. Just some crushed red pepper. And just for taste and flavor. Add a little bit of that in. Mix that around in there. Just gonna cut up a little bit more basil. Put that in. Now you probably could put in oregano if you want. I have some dried oregano from the garden that I'll add. You can also roll multiple leaves together at once. Like this. Alright, here's our basil, fresh from the plant, and now we're just going to add it right in. Now get some oregano we'll put in. Right now I'm just going to harvest some fresh oregano, fresh from the garden. This is a Greek oregano, or regani if you call it in Greek. Get some of this. I let this plant go a little too long. The stems have gotten real thick. But about this branch right here, just one branch, it's a good amount of stuff on it, that's good. And here's some of our red pepper. There's a bunch of these down there that you could cut up and mix in that tomato sauce if you like it really spicy. And all the tomatoes in here are from the garden, which is doing good. And I'll do an update on that in a little bit. And now I just have the oregano I just harvested. I'm just going to pull all the leaves right off. Now the trick to doing this is you go the way the bottom of the leaves, they face up like this. It's the bottom. Go with the top part of the leaves like this. Put your hand, your thumb at the bottom of the stem and just slide up. See this? And voila! All the oregano leaves are right off on there. Now I'm gonna wash these leaves real quick and dry them off with that paper towel. Wash these off. That should be about good. Now we have our oregano inside the paper towel. I'm just going to spread that evenly And to dry it quick, I'll get another paper towel. Put it right on top and just be pressing down. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and cut up the leaves. This takes a while with oregano. I just want to get a bunch of the leaves together, a bunch of the bigger leaves. And then, just like we did with the basil, you can roll it up and just chop it up. This is called chiffon. And we're just gonna cut up this oregano real fine. Doesn't really matter because it's going to be all mashed up when we put it on the heat and mix it up with the other ingredients in tomato sauce. These some tiny bits and pieces. It's harder to do with the smaller leaves. You don't have to use fresh oregano. You can use dried oregano that's already chopped up real fine. I'm just gonna go add this little bit of oregano right to the pot. Mix it around. We're just gonna let this simmer for right about an hour. This will be all nice and cooked, and just keep mashing it up. So let it simmer for an hour. Okay, we've let this simmer for about an hour. Now the sauce is all done and it's ready to smother on your favorite pasta. It's pretty thin sauce. It's probably better to put on something like a penne with grooves to hold it. And this will be very good. Enjoy. And it's very good to use all this. Is all organic with fresh ingredients from the garden. And hope you enjoyed it and try this recipe out for your own. Here's the final product. Some delicious spaghetti.